Do you sometimes find yourself in a situation where somebody said something or did something and you immediately take it personally? You immediately think that you did something wrong, that it has to do something with you. Well, it seems like this is something extremely common. Many people take things personally. So in this video, I'll be addressing why people take things personally, why you should not take something personally. And then I'll be sharing with you a few tips on how to not take something personally. So if this has intrigued you, then continue watching. I'm sure you've already been in this situation where somebody said something and immediately you feel hurt inside. You feel like you've been hit inside, like, ouch, that wasn't very kind, or ouch, that really hurt. Well, you do this because it means that there is a wound within you which just got poked. It's like a nerve which just got poked. So in the end of the day, it doesn't even matter what the person in front of you just said or did. What actually matters is that this pain inside, this nerve that got hit, that just got illuminated. So when you find yourself in a situation where somebody poked that nerve within you, where someone said something where you immediately feel like, what did I do wrong? What is it about me that they don't like? What's it got to do with me? Well, be aware of the fact and acknowledge that this is merely your own perception. Now, there's a phrase which I love so much. I came up with this a couple of years ago, and it's that there are 8 billion realities intertwined with each other simultaneously, because everybody sees the world from their own perspective. And it's really crazy if you think about it, because we're all living in our own reality, yet we're intertwining with each other. And we're merely all going through life from our point of view, our perspective. And by interacting with other people, it allows us to have different things illuminated within ourselves, which are in need of healing. Now, this already leads me on to the next part, why you should never take anything personally. Well, everybody sees the world from their own level of consciousness, and everybody reacts and acts from their own level of consciousness. So whenever you're engaging with somebody, whether these are words said or actions taken, know that whatever another person does has nothing to do with you and merely is a reflection of who they themselves are and of their level of consciousness. And so people, they have an image of you, not of who you truly are, but of how you fit into their level of perception. And really understanding this allows you to take yourself out of any kind of circumstance and allows you to have other people say things or do things, even with you in front of them, and you merely do not take it personally because you are aware that they do not know who you truly are. They merely have this image of who they think you are, and this image fits perfectly in their perception of reality. Now, having expressed that you only take something personally when it hits a nerve within you, when it illuminates an unhealed part within you, well, then you know that you only take something personal if it is a part within you which has not been healed. So we'll have a look at how you can start working on not taking things personally. And here are my 3 main tips. Now, the first tip is something which I think is the most common kind of case scenario. So somebody said something or did something, or you might have even just heard something being said about you. And immediately you create this whole scenario in your head. You jump to conclusions. You create this story of what just happened. Well, stop doing that. Acknowledge that something is said, something is being done, and it has nothing to do with the story that you are going to start creating. Simply acknowledge the situation for what it is and do not give it your energy. Do not feed it with your focus, and simply let it be. Observe it and do not react. So the key here in the first point is to observe something, but to not get involved, so to not react. The second tip is have more trust in who you are. The more you practice on trusting yourself, on trusting exactly where you are at this stage of life, it gives you a lot of peace with anything being done or said about you. So we're all this beautiful masterpiece of artwork, which is being made, which is created. And it's all an ongoing journey where we evolve. And so by practicing to trust where you are exactly in this precise moment of your journey, it allows for peace to truly enter within you. Now, the third tip is practice more self-love and self-worth. Know your own self-worth. I'm sure you've heard this quote before, know your worth. Well, really practice self-love, because this allows you to build your own confidence and to not allow anything that is said or being done externally to ever knock you out of your confidence. So there's different tools where you can really practice self-worth and self-love. Now, as I already mentioned at the beginning, taking anything personal, it means that you care about what people think about you. And that means that there is some part within you which is still unhealed. Because once you build this confidence and this assurance of who you are and where you are exactly at this point in life, and it doesn't mean that you're perfect in any way, it just means that you fully accept who you are and how you are, and nothing can kick you out of your comfort zone. So the next time you are in a situation where you take something personally, where something happens, somebody has done something, and immediately inside you start having this fear and this doubt, and you start questioning, is it you? What does it have to do with you? Well, use this as an opportunity. This is a perfect moment for you to find something within you which is unhealed, and for you to really illuminate this unhealed part within you and to do work on this unhealed part, and to, in the end of the day, use that situation as an opportunity to grow and evolve as a soul. I hope that you enjoyed this clip and that these tips are useful for you, and I will see you in the next video.